Court clerk reads the verdict. Jury rules that Alex Jones and InfoWars must pay total damages of $120 million to Robbie Parker. Just to Robbie Parker. Holy to David Wheeler, $55 million. Francine Wheeler, $54 million. Jacqueline Barden, $28.8 million. Mark Barden, $57.6 million. Nicole Hockley, $73.6 million. Ian Hockley, $81.6 million. Jennifer Hensel, $52 million. Donna Soto, $48 million. Carly Soto Parisi, $66 million. These are staggering numbers. Whoa! Breaking news, the Jones verdict is in. Was it the $8 billion he was talking about?
Carly Soto Parisi and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems. Add line A and line B, $66 million, initialed by juror number 1. Two plaintiffs, Carlos
million?
Matthew Soto. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $18,600,000.
Oh,
B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $39 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Carlos Matthew Soto and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems. Add line A and line B, $57,600,000. Initial by jury number 1.
Gotcha.
Two plaintiffs, Jillian Soto Marino. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $30 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $38,800,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Jillian Soto Marino and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems. Add line A and line B, $68,800,000. Initialed by juror number 1. Two plaintiff William Aldenberg. Defamation/slander damages, past and future, $45 million.
Oh, we're going to hit
B,
more
emotional distress damages, past and future, $45 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff William Aldenberg and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems. Add line A and line B, $90 million. Initialed by juror number 1. Two plaintiff Erica Lafferty. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $18 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $58 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Erica Lafferty and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems. Add line A and line B, $76 million. Initialed by juror number 1. Two plaintiff William Sherlach. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $9 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $27 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff William Sherlach and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems. Add line A and line B, $36 million. Initialed by juror number 1. Number 2, award of attorney's fees and costs. Instructions, check yes or no. If you check yes, the judge will determine the amount due to the plaintiff for reasonable attorney's fees and costs, and will then award the plaintiffs that amount at a later date. If you check no, the judge will award $1 to the plaintiffs for their attorney's fees and costs. We, the jury, find that the standard charged for the assessment of attorney's fees and costs have been met. Yes, it's checked. Reasonable attorney's fees and costs to be awarded.
Okay, so according to Anna Merlin, when this is over, I'm immediately leaving the house and no one can stop me. Okay, good God in heaven, the jury's brought back out. Court clerk reads the verdict. Jury rules that Alex Jones and InfoWars must pay total damages of $120 million to Robbie Parker. Just to Robbie Parker. Holy fuck. To David Wheeler, $55 million. Francine Wheeler, $54 million. Jacqueline Barden, $28.8 million. Mark Barden, $57.6 million. Nicole Hockley, $73.6 million. Ian Hockley, $81.6 million. Jennifer Hensel, $52 million. Donna Soto, $48 million. Carly Soto Parisi, $66 million. These are fucking staggering numbers. Whoa! Incredible.
Assessments for each plaintiff on the lines below. Two plaintiff Robert Parker. A, defamation/slander damages, past and future, $60 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $60 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Robert Parker and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line B, $120 million, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff David Wheeler, A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $25 million. B, emotional distress damages past and future, $30 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff David Wheeler and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line B, $55 million, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Francine Wheeler, A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $24 million. B, emotional distress damages past and future, $30 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Francine Wheeler and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line.
So I'm just doing the math. $636.6 million is over $500 million right now.
Barden, A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $10 million. B, emotional distress damages past and future, $18,800,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Jacqueline Barden and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line B, $28,800,000, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Mark Barden, A, defamation/slander damages.
I want it to be 666. Yeah.
$25 million. B, emotional distress damages past and future, $32,600,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Mark Barden and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line B, $57,600,000, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Nicole Hockley, A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $32 million. B, emotional distress damages past and future, $41,600,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Nicole Hockley and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line B, $73,600,000, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff Ian Hockley, A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $38 million. B, emotional distress damages past and future,
So Will Sommer reports the Sandy Hook jury verdict is in for Alex Jones, InfoWars trial in Connecticut, and it's looking enormous. One plaintiff alone is getting $120 million. The massive judgments in the Sandy Hook case against Alex Jones coming in were several plaintiffs in, and by my count, we're roughly at $761 million in damages demanded from Jones and InfoWars. The whole Sandy Hook verdict against Jones is in, and it's going to be crushing for InfoWars. These are a lot of numbers, but my count is slightly less than $1 billion, plus attorney fees.
In future, $31 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Jennifer Hensel and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line B, $52 million, initialed by juror number 1. To the plaintiff Donna Soto, A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $18 million. B, emotional distress damages past and future, $30 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages.
Nothing on band.video yet, but I'm sure it's coming. What do we got here? Glad to sit at the right hand of Satan, globalists in their own. The American Journal will find out what you can do in the fight. The Pfizer reckoning is nigh. Weather weaponization and Hurricane Ian. George Soros admits he and Biden have been colluding. Pediatric nurse speaks out about the dangers of COVID. Vaccine smoking gun exposed. Biden in total panic over OPEC. This, by the way, this looks identical to fucking Jimmy Dore's channel and like Jimmy Dore's current feed of stuff. Nothing about the verdict though. World awakens threat of imminent nuclear war. Maryland schools, no one can read, but everyone is trans. Okay. Anti-NWE leaders are rising. The future is America's homesteady. What is this Steve Bannon? Of course Steve Bannon is back. Okay, what about the, let's see if I can find the live feed.
Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Carlos Matthew Soto and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A.
Oh, they're watching it.
$57 million. Plaintiff Carlos dollars.
Hold up.
Initial slander damages.
They're just playing it live.
$18,600,000.
There's not even any commentary. Come on, sue him again. DMCA his ass right now.
Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Carlos host Matthew Soto, and against Alex
I'm
Jones,
doing criticism and commentary, motherfuckers. I'm fair using this shit. Come on. He was talking over it a little bit. Or is that the sound of him in the background? Is he like,
Marino. A, defamation
oh god,
slander damages, past and future,
oh, this
$30
is
million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $38,800,000. Total fair, just, and reasonable
it's
damages
changed.
to
It's doing something else.
Jillian Soto Marino and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, add line A and line B, $68,800,000, initialed by juror number 1. To plaintiff William Aldenberg. A, defamation / slander damages, past and future, $45 million. B, emotional distress damages, past and future, $45 million.
Like, memes aside, because obviously anything with Alex Jones is either a combination of just horrifying transphobic white supremacist shit or just gay frogs meme stuff. But the fact that it's panning over, again, multiple times to the victims, that has to be put into context here, because obviously it's a wonderful thing if this can effectively, and I don't know if it will or think it will, because he's just so slippery. And Alex Jones is just famous enough now that even if he declared bankruptcy and was completely bankrupt, he could start a show just by filming with a cell phone. All he needs is a cell phone. You could sell all of the InfoWars, like crew. Oh, wait, sorry. The man himself is speaking.
Report right now for people. $1 billion owed by Alex Jones. I personally don't have $2 million. The company's almost completely out of money. We're in bankruptcy. There's 2 appeals. It'll take years. There's caps on almost all of this. This is just completely, absolutely made up. And now the Democratic Party run, CNN bought it years ago. Literally, I was told that. Drudge Report is just up there celebrating this. They want to scare everybody away from freedom and scare us away from questioning Uvalde and what really happened there, or Parkland or any other event. And guess what?
No cap. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, first off, he's lying. I'm just going to say this right out the gates. He's just lying straight to your faces, because it has been revealed via the really big incompetence of his lawyers when they gave that massive dump of files and information that he does, in fact, have quite a bit more money than he lets on. He likes to talk about how he's super broke. I don't even have $2 million to my name. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Well, I mean, there's a couple things. First, you can start going after his assets. That's going to be a thing. They're definitely going to go into that. There's a lot of fancy stuff. I see him being filmed right now on a pretty nice HD camera. I mean, boom, right there. That's a couple grand. There's a lot of things that can be possessed or repossessed. Oh, and we have the shill. There it is. It took him but a few minutes.
They're going to come after us.
Folks, now's the time. It's more important than ever that you buy my dick pills, all right? I know a lot of you have been complaining about the strange effects that it's having on your genitals, and some complaints also about discharge, and I hear you, but we need you to buy more than ever, okay? It's never been more important. This is the big government, the cabal, the elitists, the globalists, the Democrats, all of them coming after me because I had the courage to speak the truth, and I still do. But only you can save me and save us.
And X3, 50% off, promo code 1776.
I mean, I wasn't that far off.
Give you another 10%. But whatever you do, share the articles, share the videos. Owen Schroyer is going to take over with the War Room. I'll be back with Steve Quayle, Robert Barnes, and so many other big guests, 6 p.m. tonight for this emergency Save InfoWars broadcast. And it's simple. Your pennies counter their millions. It's that simple. They're going to lose. They're going to lose the midterms.
You know what's wild is, like, a lot of these motherfuckers just fleece their audiences. Like, they don't give 2 fucks. You know how, like, streamers are always like, I love my community, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. These motherfuckers, it's basically like, I just want your cash. That's it. I will lie to you. I will knowingly lie to you. I have had to testify in court that I knowingly lie to you. I will spread misinformation. I will just keep you as scared and afraid as possible so you buy the only thing that can solve these problems, my shit. You know, so the nuclear apocalypse is coming. They're trying to control you and possess you through the water supplies. They have blah, blah, blah. So you need to buy my water filters. You need to buy my prepper bucket mulch. You need to get all of my products. Does your dick start working because of the mulch? Well, then I have the dick pills for you as well. Are you having trouble concentrating because you listen to me all day and your brain hurts? Well, you need Brain Force Plus. I have the answer for everything that I cause. I am the cause and solution to all of your problems. That's Alex Jones summarized. He's the cause and solution to all of the problems that his audience faces.
These ambulance chasers love being all over TV. They don't have any money. They don't care about that. They're using those families who, 73 million, not enough. They need more. They need more money. America is at fault that Adam Lanza was on Prozac and went and killed people. And Alex Jones is at fault. It's weakness. It's not strength that's causing them.
By the way, really good episode by Some More News talking about mass shooters and the idea that they all have mental illness and that's the only thing to explain their mass shootings in order to kind of take away a lot of the actual blame from people like Alex Jones, you know, the ones who keep you really, really afraid about things that aren't real all the time and then do it to sell you fucking their shit. Yeah, it's a huge problem. There are so many pundits who do this. Like Ben Shapiro is the exact same thing. If he keeps you scared, if he keeps saying, hey, what about the myth of the radical Muslim minority? Hey, what about the myth of the radical Muslim minority? Hey, did you know that Muslims are trying to kill us all? Hey, did you know that there's no such thing as a moderate Muslim? Hey, did you know that Muslims are coming over here to kill you, kill all of you, and kill your family? They're going to do it right now. Watch out. And then someone is like, well, I have to take matters into my own hands. I'm going to go shoot up a mosque. And it turns out that person was a huge fan of Ben Shapiro and watched tons of fucking Ben Shapiro. It's the #1 source of his information and news, and I should say misinformation. Well, what's going on there? You know? And Alex Jones is no different. I mean, he's the exact same way. There's not a conspiracy theory that this man doesn't love, that he's not willing to fleece his audience for, to sell them his shit, to keep them afraid. And then, when it's time to be like, are you going to be accountable for any of your actions? No, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to turn the whole thing into a spectacle. I'm going to advertise my own shit all the time. I'm going to frame the whole thing as being an attack by the Democrats, not a civil lawsuit that you lost, then talk about how their ambulance changers manipulating the victims.
And our emergency 16-hour plus broadcast that goes on to midnight tonight is live now. Override their tyranny. Override their censorship. Tell everybody you know them. Text message, email, you name it. Tune in now to Infowars.com/show. Great job. I love you all. We'll be right back.
Goddamn. Jones out.
I signed.
Well, I'm going to predict that he's probably going to go knock a few back because it's probably a rough day. Can't be an easy thing to see that you owe nearly $1 billion. Isn't there another trial too? Fucking $1 billion. I mean, I understand the strategy of already pre-declaring bankruptcy so that they don't come after your assets, because like you can't come after these assets. I've already declared bankruptcy. Infowars is completely beside itself. But I mean, I think they're going to get creative with this. I'm going to be totally honest with you. So it is incredible to see something in America, of all places, the land of freedom of speech, where apparently you can just say whatever you want and do whatever you want, according to this guy. To see it turn out this way is pretty incredible, pretty sensational. Over $1 billion. Do we have the official tallies yet? Let me see. Gotta get onto the internets. The only place for news is Twitter. Alex Jones ordered to pay hundreds of millions of dollars. A Connecticut jury has awarded hundreds of millions of dollars in damages to 15 plaintiffs defamed by conspiracy theorist Alex Jones when the Infowars host called the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting a hoax staged by actors following a script written by the government to build support for gun control. With the plaintiffs sobbing in the gallery, the clerk read out the verdict in which the jury decided compensatory damages for both slander and for emotional distress. The compensatory damages total about $1 billion, far exceeding the award in prior cases in Texas. The jury also awarded attorney fees and costs, which are going to be significant. The plaintiffs, relatives of victims, and an FBI agent who has responded to the scene, testified that they were tormented by Jones followers who believed these lies about the massacre. The families said they were harassed and threatened in the decades since the shooting. And there are people who still believe that, by the way, even though Alex Jones has said multiple times, like, oh, yeah, I lied. Jones testified he believed at the time the shooting might have been staged, but he has since said he now believes it's real. He declined to apologize to the families. A judge last year found Jones and Infowars' parent company, Free Speech Systems, liable in the defamation suit, with the plaintiffs that include an FBI agent who responded to the scene and 8 families of victims of Jones called actors. Prosecutors had asked Jones to pay $550 million to a group of Sandy Hook parents who claimed the Infowars spread lies about the mass shooting that killed 26 people, including 20 elementary school children. The plaintiff's attorney, Chris Mattei, asked 6 jurors to think about the scale of the defamation, citing one example where Jones claimed the families faked their 6- and 7-year-old deaths. Defense attorney Norm Pattis told jurors that it was not their job to bankrupt Jones, so he would stop broadcasting lies. Pattis said he represents a despised human being, but talked at the $500 million sum proposed by the plaintiff's attorney. Not great on the lawyer's side either. That one's not going to look good. Oh, I thought you were taking a break, Alex, or is this pre-recorded?
A deal with interdimensional off-world influence, we know as Satan, to actually kill all humans on Earth for the opportunity to merge with this species. That's who they are. This is very serious. Elon Musk talks about it. This is not a joke. You notice the media doesn't even make jokes about me saying this because it's a cult. It's a satanic, anti-human, off-world cult. The aliens don't attack in flying saucers like Mars attacks. They're here.
Okay.
It's interdimensional. Every ancient religion told you. The Bible spells it out extremely clearly. We are dealing with a fallen, off-world species that is parasitic and is seeking to use us because we're actually more advanced. We just don't know it. We're in embryonic phase to build them their escape plan model. They intend to merge with humans and then jump off-world.
So, you know, he's kind of going full-blown bananas right now. I'm assuming that's probably because of the $1 billion verdict, and it's like, we got to ramp stuff up. We got to get... I think it's time, Alex. Why don't we unleash phase 3? And he's like, phase 3? Yeah. The one where you say that aliens have actually arrived on the planet and they are controlling us through Satan's cock, and that's... just go with that. Just say a lot of really wild, zany stuff, because that's what gets you the clicks and the retweets, and then people forget about the fact that you're a white supremacist. They don't talk about the fact that you're a white supremacist or a massive transphobe. Yeah, just a horrifyingly bad human being who does a lot of damage on a really large scale. They won't talk about that. They'll just be talking about how funny it is that you talk about how the aliens are using Satan's cock to impregnate us all. That's going to be what's on the viral clips. That's what's going to be all over the internet. And that's better. It's better if they talk about the Satan's cock impregnation aliens than if they talk about the fact that you are actually legitimately a white supremacist, because you do a lot of white supremacist shit. And the fact that you're trying to get into Christian nationalism and normalize it, that's really scary too. But that's not going to be what we talk about. Again, we're going to talk about Satan's penis, because that's funny and silly.
If you ask yourself, why are they injecting us with something that grows nanotech structures in our body, graphene oxide? Why would they be trying to destroy the family? Why would they be poisoning us? Why would they be mutating us? Because they have a program to take us over and in the process use us as their advanced technology engine to then, again, escape their maroon status on this planet. Very simple.
I like the evidence presented. It's basically from Prometheus, the movie. So it's like you like Prometheus and the aliens movies and aliens, and I'm going to talk about aliens and impregnation and how the aliens have arrived here and they need us to be our vessels so that they can escape their alien bodies. It's all a thing. It's all a thing.
These creatures.
So this all looks pre-recorded. I think they're just playing a pre-recorded show at this point, because he's not wearing the same clothes that he was when he was actually talking about the verdict, right? Yeah, this looks like it's from the Worse than the Great Reset Depression video that he did. But yeah, so the official statement from Alex as of now is that, as you'd expect, this is part of a democratic attack on him and the deep state and the globalists and the cabal and the elitists and the cabal of elitist globalists. Basically every dog whistle that he can come up with. They're all working in tandem to destroy him in InfoWars, because he's the only truth teller. And now he needs you, the people, more than ever, to buy his shitty products, because you got to help him out. You got to save him. You got to buy everything at once. It's the only way. It's the only way to do it. I got a really funny picture of Chico I can show you all, just to wash little Alex Jones taste out of your mouth. It's one of those. Look at this sleeping photo. It's got to be. It's not a flattering one. Hey. I love him so much. I just want to see what the latest updates are. What are you thinking, Internet? The Sandy Hook jury verdict is in for Alex Jones. InfoWars, Connecticut. One plaintiff alone is getting 120 million. The AP puts the Sandy Hook verdict at 965. Ooh, so close. I think with the lawyer fees, this could... No, actually, it's not going to be $40 million with the lawyer fees. What am I thinking? It's probably going to just be a couple... Yeah, it may be shy of $1 billion. The plaintiffs accused InfoWars of hiding its assets to avoid a massive judgment just like this. Yep, that's what he does. Alex Jones is on air as the verdict comes down, urging his fans to buy more pills from his store so he can keep fighting the lawsuits. That is exactly what he did. That's what happened. What is Brias? Oh, yeah.
They see us as basically food. They're fallen, and they can't get up without us.
Well, I if nothing else, hope that a little bit of this can go towards helping some of the fucking unreal grief that Alex Jones basically wreaked upon these families. Biggest problem with the Alex Jones thing is going to be the fact that, like, ultimately he's going to try everything in his power to avoid facing consequences for his actions and having to actually pay any of this stuff. So it's most likely he's going to try and weasel out of it, but there's only so much you can do. You can declare personal bankruptcy. He hasn't declared personal bankruptcy, but his companies have declared bankruptcy. But they can still start a forfeiture of assets for sure. Like, just because you declare bankruptcy, it's not a like get out of jail free card or get out of debt jail free card. It's not like, oh well, no, I declared bankruptcy, so I don't have to face any consequences for any of my actions. It's like, well, okay, you're gonna live in a perpetual state of them most likely garnishing your wages, your assets, anything you earn from this point out, until it's paid in full, kind of thing. I mean, that's when they'll start coming for everything. It's like, I don't know if you watched the Office episode with Michael Scott where he's just like, I declare bankruptcy, and then he thinks just by saying it out loud, kind of like a freeman of the land, how they just say things out loud and think suddenly the rules apply to them in that regard. So there's that. If you look at the InfoWars shop, it sells like not even 1/10 of the amount of stuff that it used to sell pre-trial. Really? Oh man, I was trying to leave this stun lock, but Alex Jones he makes it so hard. Emergency broadcast. Emergency extended broadcast. I mean, you're still just talking about the aliens, aren't you? Oh no, the war room.
It's like, yeah, okay, they're trying to kill us. They want to stab us. They want to destroy us politically, financially, all this stuff. We can't ask for anything better. Would I like to have $1 million? Would I like to be allowed on big tech? Would I like to be allowed to go out the fame and fortune? Sure, I'm human. Sure, I'd probably enjoy that. I'm human like everybody else. I'd love to have a big mansion, a bunch of fancy cars, and rub elbows with people that are, you know, top dogs in politics or sports or media. But I don't have that desire. I couldn't care less whether I ever accomplish that or not.
Wait, are you
fighting tyranny is what gets us off?
Are you blaming the families? Are you being like, oh, they're just doing this for the money? Those silly families.
Exposing liars, fake news is what gets us off. Having political victories and moving and influencing political movements, that's what makes us feel good. That's what makes us feel whole.
I mean, racist Abe Lincoln is kind of strange to frame it that way. Why are you saying that that's what gets me off? It's like, oh, if I could have the fame and the fortune, I would. But I mean, I'm all about fighting tyranny by lying to you and selling you dick pills. That's how I'm holding those in power accountable, by again lying to you for profit and then selling you the products you think you need because you're so scared. That's how it works.
You come after us and sue us frivolously and for $1 billion that everybody is going to see through. You might as well have just made us Muhammad Ali. You might as well have just made us Michael Jordan. You might as well have just made us LeBron James. You might as well have just made us, you know, Albert Pujols, Babe Ruth. I mean, you name it. You've just made us the greatest of all time, is what you've done. You have just launched Alex Jones and InfoWars.
Like, I don't know what metric you're basing this on. If you mean that you're basically one of the biggest examples of a slander and libel case going from someone enacting things in the real world based on the things that a person or a personality or pundit was saying on air or stuff like that, and then having to pay vast sums of money because of it, because of how terrible the effects of his actions were on the parents and the victims, then yeah, it's certainly up there. But you're not heroes. you're definitely the bad guys in this story. I don't even think outside of InfoWars, like, man, can we just take stock for 2 seconds? How bad does this look on Joe Rogan, Glenn Greenwald, every motherfucker, the Quartering, Tim Pool, everyone who has been fucking beating the Alex drum over the past couple of years about, oh, Alex Jones isn't as bad as everyone thought. Oh, Alex Jones is always right. Oh, Alex Jones actually doesn't lie. Oh, Alex, you're like, is there anything from any of them? Let's check the Twitter. Tim Pool, what you got? It's not surprising Dems still support Fetterman. They voted for Biden and we all knew Biden's brain was broken. They want the system to burn down. They want the win. That's it. They don't care about good leadership. I feel bad for the man. Holy shit, dude needs to drop out of the race. Ian Miles Chong, Trump West 2024. So basically just hardcore right-wing claptrap. What about Glenn Greenwald? He could be sleeping, and I'm not entirely sure what time it is in Brazil right now. Brazil local time. Oh, it's 5:15. No, he'd be awake. Okay. Well, I'm sure he's got some things to say. He's very opinionated. 2 points. Stop being shocked when mainstream liberals express their desire to see their political adversaries not only censored by a union of the state and corporate power, but also imprisonment. The crux of American liberalism is authoritarianism. The most reliable indicator of someone is a fraud. They label themselves as a defamation specialist and work on the anti-defamation group. Oh, I'm censored by whoever. Oh, Jesse Singal. Yeah, I'm censored. I've been censored. Okay, hold on. Let's see what he had to say. Better be something about Alex Jones. Wait, I can't even see it on incognito mode? Oh, that's weird. How did you block me so hard, Jesse? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's transphobic stuff. I'm not easily shook by internet stuff, but I found both Carabello's posts and the quote retweets and responses quite disturbing. They're openly celebrating the arrest of someone they believe have posted transphobic content online. Anti-LGBTQ activist and friend of J.K. Rowling, Carolyn Farrow, is being investigated by British authorities for her alleged accounts on kiwi farms. Imagine being taken into custody for interrogation by police, being read your rights to remain silent, and then deciding to make a transphobic comment and then bragging about it on Twitter. This is truly deranged. Phew, Jesse. God damn. Could be a superhero with this reach. I can't resist pointing out the top responder I've heard of such polite arrest has ACAB in their bio, because of course he does. In this view, the problem isn't random arrests that terrify people, it's that wrong people are being arrested and terrified. Jesse blocked me when I pointed out how fucking shitty his reporting was on something, and then I was like, yeah, I'm scared, block. My feelings, I need to censor. I don't like this free speech thing. Stop being shocked when mainstream liberals express their desire to see their political adversaries not only censored by the union and the state, corporate power, but also imprisoned. The crux of American liberalism is authoritarianism. The most reliable indicator someone is a fraud. They label themselves as a disinformation specialist or working as the anti-defamation group, as if this is some kind of new apolitical specialized term of art. Oh, I wish I had the clip on file. There's an opening of Tucker Carlson where he almost calls Glenn that. It's not verbatim, but it's like, Glenn Greenwald, who's known for detecting disinformation. It's something like that. Oh, it'd be so nice to quote tweet him with that. Oh, now he's going after Natalie Wynn. There's absolutely disproportionate amount of rage for girl boss babe cringe, that amount of genuine resentment of women and positions of authority, leftist rationalizing of anti-feminist sentiment. Things you say after you go seeing yourself on some sort of subversive countercultural radical to being cheered and celebrated by Hillary and Chelsea Clinton during a visit from your fabulous house arrest, the newest Apple Plus documentary, and realizing what your actual function is. Some of ContraPoint's videos have been great. I've liked many, but it's always amazing to see how many easily mainstream politic co-ops and converts happen when they begin to be out for rooted views. Just a quick look from Hillary and these lectures start flowing. Oh my god. Ever since Biden's campaign collapsed and he decreed that almost follow him back into captivity to the Dem Party. Like, this is indistinguishable from like a far right conspiracy site now. Like Glenn Malding, it's pretty funny. But radio silence on Alex Jones, of course, because it's not a good look. It's not a good look, you know? It's pretty rough.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Juste, we shall spend many a generations building mighty cathedrals in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your oafish jesters, here to offer you a laugh at any opportunity. To our brave knights of the Round Table, Rachel K., Izzy Solidarity, Victoria Bell, Sebastian Demmel, Mark Harmon, Benji Arney, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Everything Important, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Doug Cady, Daniel Sutton, Jenna Tao, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Trevbot EXE, Brian Ephraim, Anthropophojack, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Nkosim, Ralph Parler, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Todd Buckingham, and Todd La Jeunesse. We salute our valiant heroes off to fight injustice everywhere.